tried to pass it to him.
Yeah. Oh, there's a spectacular leap by Gorman. He's paid the mark. And the crowd don't like it. When you're 45 points down at Alberton, wonderful courage by Perry. I don't know that he held on to it either.
And that's the thing, Joel Perry, fantastic courage, eyes on the ball, and that's just a really good clash of bodies, and he's very lucky he came down on his shoulder. I remember a game where I was playing with Luke Toyer, who you might remember when he was playing for Subiaco. Luke Toyer came down on his neck from a similar sort of contest, and unfortunately broke his neck, and didn't play a lot of football after that, Luke Toyer, but good to see that he was okay on that contest, and just a fantastic commitment by both players.
Yeah, it was wonderful. And here's, speaking of wonderful, here's Chris Laddams, who booted 4 in the first quarter. He's gone off the boil a little bit. He's on target to kick 16, as I joked in that first term, but he's not added to that tally. But he loves this end of the ground. He booted all 4 from this end. Laddams has kicked another one. He loves kicking goals at that end. Chris Laddams, he's got 5, and it's up to a disturbing 51-point lead to the Roostable coming from his eye, taken by Biachi. Biachi hoists it inside 50. At the back was Hargraves, but Delvin's showing amazing courage to Cabillo. So the young Tyro's playing pretty well at the moment. North have been all good all day. Here's Casel with another possession. Uni on the outer side, just sums it up, goes in short. Gill presents. He'll always do that. He gets away. The man they call Emu. Away he goes. He's all arms and legs. He's class though. Here's Alloway. Can't take the mark. Laddams was hunting like a hound. So too was Clayton. No free kick taken by Howard. Here's Alloway. It's pretty academic at the moment. Punch ball inside 50, look for Crumb, handball, snap for goal. Thanks for coming.
And that the highest score, 1982, 25-14, 164. North Adelaide against Port, so 25-14, and what have they got now? 12 goals, 18. They probably won't make that, but it's been pretty much a romp for most of the afternoon. Ivans somehow gave it to Gorman. They'll break off half-back. Gorman's kick was pretty good, and they've just got runners all over the place. Here's Spawn. Running, nobody coming at him. He can go to forward 50 and kick for goal. He's got a player there. One key. Did he take it in the goal square? Question of metres, I would have thought. And the umpire, is he marking it in the goal square or outside? It's play on. It's a goal. It matters nothing. And young Wonky in his first game has another goal.
Yeah, very good return from that young man. He's, like we said earlier, he's a big imposing sort. The kick.
Good shot of the ball. Spinning away. Ryswick put his body on the line. Micklejohn just came in with a crude shove on Ryswick. Just got to be a bit more careful in those situations, you'd think.
Yeah, it was crude, but at least he's trying to put a bit of physicality into the game, which Port are renowned for, and they just haven't shown it today. And there he goes again.
Well, Craig dropped the mark. The umpire just lost the plot here for a second or two. Now, Craig dropped the mark. The umpire blew the whistle and then decided to let him go when he played on.
Free kick in the goal square, I reckon.
And it's just all holding on. It's all happening. And Locken's given away a free kick to Alloway, has he, or is it?
Yep, I think it's to Alloway. Alloway was on the lead. Locken reached around and just restrained him for a split second, enough for the umpire to see and pay it down the ground.
Alloway kicks another one. They're out to 73 points, and Alloway has got 4. He's got a couple in this term. He booted 2 in the second. Now he's got 2 in the third. As Ebert tries to find Dolling, couldn't go with it. Flicks out the back. Dolling, Clayton has been down on form. He's had a few mates. Perkins just has it stolen by Allen. Finally got the handball away of sorts. It ends up with Wintle. Wonky. Oh,
hello. Here he goes. Here he goes.
Oh. He had a bounce.
He should have run in
to go to Spawn. Spawn will kick and look for Alloway. There are some cones out there, and they're black and white ones at the moment.
They are running rings around them.
21 kicks, 4 handballs, 15 marks, 4 goals, 4. He carved them up in round 23 down here, and he's carving them up again.
You forgot the 3 McGarry votes.
Okay. He might get 3 today, yeah. Alloway has
thank you very much.
Booted another one. He's got 5. And this is a blitz. It is an 80-point difference in favour of North Adelaide. And
20 points per game, so North Adelaide right up there.
No doubt about that. Ivans just slipped and got around Hargraves pretty easy.
Whilst on his knees.
That's right. Crawled away with a sprint. Delvin's been impressed with his game. Here's Gorman. Just knocked it away. Front and square, Ryswick. Got around a couple of rights. Allen. Oh, just got away. Lack of pressure.
And he'll get it back.
Gorman back to Allen. Here comes Alloway. He decides to go to Gill. Gill getting back. He's got the slip on Evans and takes the mark. And he wanted to go and decided he'll go back and look at his second goal of the afternoon. His first goal of the afternoon. He's just kicked a couple of behinds, Nick Gill.
Yeah, he's very well held in the first half by Corey Archie, and Tim Ginniver having to do something up forward to help Hargraves out, throwing Archie up forward, and he's given Ebert the big job in his second game standing on Nick Gill. A great matchup and a really exciting matchup, but at the moment Nick Gill, you know, and North Adelaide been dominant.
Here's Gill for his first goal of the afternoon, and it's there. They're up by 81 points.
G gave off the hand pass. Breaking was Perry. Down to centre wing, not the greatest of kicks. Greenwood, who's tried hard, as I said. Ebert's hand pass was intercepted. North Adelaide go forward. Bamford to the hot spot. 25 from goal. Rode there by Allen. Released the hand pass for Alloway and just sold it that away and kicked a goal. And that's 6 for Clint Alloway. And big smile on his face. He's had a day out, and you will not see something sold as well as that ever
How many
again.
do you want? How many do you want? Clint Alloway has given the big putt. Here it comes, and bang. Oh, that's fantastic. No wonder he's happy. No wonder the arms are in the air. And go.
By Port Adelaide. Here's Allen. Gill as the target. Got some good work helping him out from young Wonky.
Given Shepherd.
Yes, and he did as you said, Benny, and now inside 50. The man has kicked 7 points.
There it is.
He's finally got a goal. Great finish by Heath Uni. Been a long time coming. He's had plenty of looks to work out where the gap was that he actually wanted to kick it to.
1 goal, 7 for the day, and that was the finish.
No, it certainly was. We decided, you know, today we're going to really just go back to the old running game. You know, we've been working on our in close and stuff, and right off today we got away with it. Yeah.
Now, of course, you had that ankle injury at the start of last season. We're now starting to see you show your wares at SANFL level. You look like you're certainly enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm loving it now. Yeah, it's a great club, and it was tough watching them on the sideline early part of last year. And yeah, round 16 came around. It was at this ground, so it was nice to return here and have a good win again today.
Now, you're probably not familiar with the fact that this ground has caused a lot of pain for the Roosters in the past. You've had 2 games here and had 2 crackers, really, with the results.
Yeah, they told me that your first game at Alberton was going to be a special one, and it happened to be my first game of the league, so I was looking forward to that. So I think we've had a pretty good track record on this oval for the last 2.5 years, 3 years now, so that's good.
You certainly have, and I suppose the only criticism of the whole day, probably looking at the side, was the kicking a goal and a couple of opportunities. It could have been very, very ugly for Port if a few more of them went through.
Certainly, we could have really stamped them down in the first half, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Some of our trusty kicks were astray, and some of us were same old, same old.
Well done on the team, and certainly well done, Clint, on your efforts. Sensational today.
Thanks, Otis.
And the Roosters, who've made the trip from Prospect down past the cemetery, which is always a daunting experience, coming down to Alberton past the Cheltenham Cemetery, and then you get down here and it's often cold and wet and miserable in terms of the result. Not so this afternoon.
No, well, they would have arrived today, 16 and showers forecasted, but they've found sunshine. The Oval's in fantastic nick, and North Adelaide came here to play. They knew how desperate they were for a win. They've had a couple of losses in recent weeks, and that cements them in the top 5. Like I said earlier, they would have been 6th or 7th today if they had to drop that game. So they're right in the mix now, put themselves probably into 3rd or 4th position, up above Port, and Port on the other hand very disappointing. So the North Adelaide fans very happy, the North Adelaide players very happy, and understandably so.
Wonderful touch there. You might have picked up there Tim Delvin's signing the jumper of one of the young lads out there, and I guess that's the thing about SANFL footy. It's still grassroots footy, and it is fantastic to watch, and there are still plenty of young kids coming through wanting to play SANFL footy, including this young man in Michael Wonky on debut this afternoon. Not bad. Play your first game at Alberton, beat Port Adelaide by 74 points.
Yeah, look, you can't write a script that is better for a young man. He could have kicked that first goal maybe with his first kick, or that second goal with his second kick, but he should be wrapped with the way he went. The North Adelaide boys obviously letting him lead off, and that's a special moment in any young man's football career.